Chris Briggs, show us how portaging is done.
Following your lead. Pretty.
Oh, this is a short one. Oh. Hi there.
They're on the highway right now.
There's a lot of us.
A lot of people.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Hey, I gotta make a trip back. Do you need me to carry something?
For us?
Yeah.
I think we're good. Thank you.
All right. Hey Jason, tell us about that fish.
Well, Scott went out to go canoeing. He said I could use his gear, so I threw it out there. And it wasn't a very good cast, so I was going to reel it in to cast it out and got this fish. So I just think it's his gear, and he's not very good at using it.
Thanks, Jason. Here we are in the boundary waters. Finally we had a good day without any rain so far. I'm gonna find out what everybody thinks of our trip so
Jordan,
far.
tell us your favorite thing so far and the worst thing so far.
Worst is all the rain. The best, I don't know.
Oh, you gotta have something.
No, I don't know.
Nothing?
Mm-mm.
Nothing? Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Uncle Scott, favorite thing in the boundary waters so far?
Oh, the beautiful scenery.
And the worst thing?
Probably all the rain. But it was a good time to sit and relax.
Okay. Jason Scanlon, worst thing so far?
Yesterday when it wouldn't stop raining.
Okay, what's been the best so far?
Being with Jordan.
What about the rest of us?
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay, thank you. Let's see if Jordy's come up with something.
Being with everyone.
Being with everyone? Okay. We gotta find Josh, the quiet guy. I'll find him. Oh, there's Josh. Okay, Josh. Best part of the boundary waters so far?
This right here.
This right here?
Sunshine this morning.
You wanted me to get a sweeping view of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst
Now,
part, the mosquitoes.
the mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes are the worst part.
Worse than the rain?
Worse than the rain.
Okay, thanks, Josh. And now for a little tour of our camp. We're working really hard on the leave no trace principles. A little bit disappointed. We got some room for improvement, but we'll get there. We've got our clothesline with all of our gear laid out. We've got garbage We've got our food sack, also known as the piñata. Let's go back to our rain zone. That would be back here. This is where we hang out when it's raining. Problem is the skeeters then. So we generate a little bit of smoke. And it works. If you notice, in the back here we've got this little privacy shower. That's where you take your shower. Hot water is optional. Haven't found that yet, but it might come. Here's our parking. You kind of just put your canoe wherever you end up at. All right, let's go back to the office. For those who have never seen the Boundary Waters office, you take this nice little stroll back in the woods. The further you go, the faster you want to move. Here we go. Nice and quiet. Nobody bothers you. And what do we have here? Well, by golly, we have a seat comfort fitted for you. Like I said, you don't want to spend much time back here. The mosquitoes will eat you alive. You do your business and then you leave. Show you something else that we've got rigged up here in the wilderness. This is not a trip for the lighthearted. We've went the extra effort back here in the campland. Well, I'll kind of combine both. We have one camp. This would be where Adam, Luke, and Josh slept. Now we've got Jason and Jordan's camp. As you can see, it's quite a spacious tent. Uncle Scott, he's got this interesting little tent. Looks like it's just about the right size for one fella. My camp is right here, overlooking the Boundary Waters. Here is the view. And you might notice that wire. Let's talk about that wire. I'll get around here. That wire goes up into the tree, and that provides us our connectivity via amateur radio, and it does boost our cell signal just a little bit. But this tent's got some issues. It's been used for years and years and will be retired after this trip. The view, though, is gorgeous, regardless of which tent I use. Isn't that pretty? And notice, no rain. If you look up in the trees, you can see the bugs. Those are not the biting bugs. Those are just mayflies. Other insects. It's the mosquitoes that can be a problem. But so far today, they haven't been too bad. Let's go back and see what the boys are doing. Well, here's 3 of the 4. Oh, Jordy wants to make contact with the camera again. Gentlemen, anything you'd like to say? Add to this little clip? No. No? Nothing? Luke, what's been the best part of the trip so far?
The mountain house.
The mountain house, which one did you like best?
The beef stew.
Beef stew? How's that chili mac?
Not very good.
Not very good?
Too spicy.
Have you had plenty of it?
Mm-mm.
You want some more?
Mm-mm.
No? What's been the part that you disliked the most about the trip?
The rain.
The rain, okay.
What's been your
Okay.
favorite part of the Boundary Waters visit so far?
Eating northern pike.
Really?
Yeah.
You caught them?
No, Luke caught them.
Oh, how about you?
I haven't caught anything.
What'd you do all day today?
Fished.
How many hours?
4,
How many fish?
0.
0. Okay, how do we explain that?
Well, we're gonna have Aunt Mountain House for dinner. That's how we're gonna
Okay. What are you having?
Well, I'm having chili mac, which I was really hoping to not have to have again.
Okay. All right. And what part of the trip have you maybe not liked so much?
The rain.
The rain?
For 2 days straight.
Okay.
Today was the first nice day.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm putting
Thanks.
together this video on our Boundary Waters trip. The question that everybody's answering is, what was the best part? And I think for me the best part is just that it's so pretty. I really like that it's pretty and you get away. The worst part's the tie between the mosquitoes and the non-stop rain. I'm just sick of the rain. Absolutely tired of the rain, tired of the skeeters. But otherwise it's been pretty good. Isn't it beautiful? I don't know if I need 2 days of rain to make this, but it's just gorgeous.
are the purists, you might notice that I use a kayak paddle when I'm paddling solo. I do have a wood paddle along, but when I'm going solo, especially in big waters or wind, the kayak paddle saves my shoulders. I've had multiple shoulder repairs and wrist repairs, and I just can't risk overusing it just for the sake of paddling with a single bladed paddle. And as you can see, I'm kneeling forward. Got shifted my weight forward, that put the weight in the front end of the canoe down, and away I go into the wind. Still struggling a little bit, but I'm almost there. This is one of my most favorite stretches on this lake. I think it's so pretty. Have to watch out for logs and rocks though. As you can see, the boundary waters are just beautiful. Just beautiful. So here I am, I'm paddling solo on the last stretch of our several day trip out here with the PLC group. We started at entry point 30, did a couple of portages from Lake 1 into Lakes 2 and 3, and then we fished primarily Lake 3 and a little bit of Lake 2. There's a little bitty pond at the entrance of, it's still in Lake 2, but it's at the entrance to Lake 3. Fishing wasn't all that great. We did have a couple of, I wouldn't call them meals, but tastes of good fish, fresh fish, but we still had a good time. Lots of rain, lots of mosquitoes, a lot of mosquitoes, but as you can see, it's just gorgeous up here, absolutely gorgeous. just minutes from getting loaded up and getting a shower at Sack Canoe and Bunkhouse. I highly recommend Gene and Jane and Nick and Danielle. They'll take care of you at Sack. I've used them, their services many times, and I've never had a bad experience. We go up the night before, stay at the bunkhouse, while earlier in the evening we go out for a meal in Ely, and then we relax at Sack, and then get up early in the morning and take advantage of the breakfast at the bunkhouse. So you're fed, there's no reason you should go hungry that first day, and then we hit the water. And it's always worked out well. So there you go, Sack Canoe and Bunkhouse if you're looking for an outfitter.
John Church, high point and low point of the trip.
Oh, I would say the high point was I actually caught a fish this year. I actually caught 3, but two went off the hook. So low point would be freezing in the cold wind.
Okay.
A lot of rain, a lot of cold.
Seems to be a common theme.
Yeah, but no, it's good.
All right.
Trip overall.
Jesse, high point, low point.
The high point was going down to Lake 2 Dam and seeing a bear, walking a trail. Low point would also be the wind and the rain.
Okay.
It was bad.
All right.
Jace, buddy, did you get
Samuel,
High point was a sunny day, and then the low point was the day that rained the whole day.
that's it? That's all you're going to say?
In general.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Very uneventful.
All right. Jace, I need to know the high point and the low point of your trip.
The high point was getting to go on the trail to see the rapids, and we seen a bear.
Okay.
And the low point was probably cutting my finger.
Tell me,
How'd you cut your-
what's been the high point and the low point of your Boundary Waters trip?
Well, the high point has got to be not like dying from rain, and then the low point was probably having to come back on such a beautiful day.
Very good. Thanks. You do it again?
Absolutely do it again.
All right.
But with less rain though.
Yeah. Drew?
Yes.
High point and low point of the trip.
High point,
Meeting me.
meeting Jeremy. Probably last night we had a nice fire.
Okay.
Kind of all sat around it and talked.
Okay.
Low point, probably the 2 days of like continuous rain we had.
That seems to be a common theme.
Yeah.
Chris?
The high point was a day of exploring. We did a trip over to Rifle Lake and then the rapids, and then we went over to the other campsite and paddled around the pond, and that was just kind of cool. The low point was I got voted off the other team, so I had to make the most of that, but it's all right. I was able to salvage my week, and we had a good time at the other campsite.
Okay, thank you, Chris.